Okay, good morning. We're going to go ahead and get started. Do a little bit different of a practice today. Hopefully you're already in the center of your mat. Go ahead and come all the way down onto your back, nice and slow. Bring the bottoms of your feet together and just let your knees fall wide. If this is too much on the groin right here, you can always roll a towel or a blanket for underneath either side of the knees. Or if you have blocks, you can use them for support too. Go ahead and bring one hand to your belly and one hand to your chest. Close your eyes and just focus on your breathing. Begin to inhale and exhale through the nose with a slight constriction in the back of the throat. Scanning through your body, noticing how you've arrived on the mat today. Release the hands by your side underneath of your thighs and slowly close your legs together like a book, bringing both feet flat on the mat. The knees are going to be bent here. Take the right ankle and cross it over your left knee. Draw that left knee up and in and clasp around the knee and just pull it in here for a nice stretch in the hips, maybe in the hamstrings, the IT band. Make sure you're breathing here, not clenching the jaw. Extend the left leg up to the sky, still drawing everything in here. Begin to lift up your torso just slightly so that the shoulders come off the mat. Walk your hands up to your ankle, pulling that leg in closer to the body. If you can, come flat back onto your mat, bringing the shoulders down, and try to draw that left leg in a little further. Go a little bit deeper into this stretch. Still holding everything in, begin to walk your hands back down to your thigh, bending at the knee, and still drawing everything in towards the body, keeping everything squeezed in tight. Clasp around that left knee again. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Go ahead and release out, but keep that right foot over top of the left knee here. Take your left hand, grab that right ankle. Your right arm, cactus it on the mat so that it's out like a goalpost here. Now begin to twist your torso so that the right foot comes flat onto the mat. Both shoulders stay flat on the mat. You're still facing up here. Just twisting at the torso, getting a deeper stretch here on the outside of the hips and the IT band. Once you've gotten comfortable right here, shift your gaze over to the right. Breathe into the side body and into the IT band. Shift your gaze back to the center. Slowly untwist, bringing the left foot flat onto the mat again, and then you can uncross your right foot back onto the mat as well. Cactus your left arm, bring the left ankle up and over the right knee. Draw that right knee up and in towards your chest. Clasp both hands around that knee and just draw everything in. Really squeezing everything in close towards the body, getting a nice stretch here. Extend that right leg up to the sky, keeping the toes flexed in. Lift the torso up and begin to walk up that leg, grabbing for your ankle or your shin. Once you've got a nice grab here, release back down onto the mat, bringing the shoulders back flat. Still drawing everything in towards the body. Remembering to breathe, we're not clenching the jaw. Slowly walk the hands back down the leg, bend the knee, keeping everything close in towards the body here. Squeeze everything in again real tight. Release the right foot onto the mat, keeping the left ankle crossed over. Cactus the left arm. Take the right hand, grab that left ankle, twist your torso, bringing that left foot flat on the mat on the right side. Once you've gotten comfortable, shift your gaze over to the left. Bring your gaze back to the center. Slowly untwist and uncross your legs, bringing both feet flat to the mat again. Scoot your sit bones close to your heels. Reach down. Make sure that you can touch the back of the heels with your fingertips. Draw the pelvis and the lower back down so that it's flat onto the mat, and then lift up through the hips and the glutes for your bridge pose. Maybe clasping your hands underneath of you, drawing the shoulder blades down and back. Keep the neck long and make sure you're not clenching the jaw. Inhale, try to lift the left leg straight up and flex the toes in towards the nose. Release that left leg down. Take a breath here in center, find stability. Slightly shift the weight to the left and lift the right leg up. Maybe you only go here. Maybe you only go lift it up just a little bit. Go wherever you feel comfortable. Release it down. Find your stability. Take a big deep breath in. Release the hands. Slowly lower down one vertebrae at a time. Step the feet out to a little bit wider than your hips. Maybe to the edge of the mat or a little further. Arms out to a T. Just wiper blade your legs from the left to the right. Go ahead and draw both knees in towards your chest, grabbing for opposite forearms or elbows. Go ahead and rock from side to side. And now release the knees and rock up and down on your spine, just massaging the muscles of the spine a few times here. And slowly come up to an easy seat. Sitting cross-legged in the center of the mat. Inhale, both arms up, reach tall, find length in the side body. Keep the chin up. Interlace your fingers, point the steeple fingers, reaching high. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, begin to tilt over to the right, popping that left hip out. Keep both of your sit bones grounded down here. Keep the biceps by the ears and your chin up. Release the right hand down to the mat. Go a little bit deeper into that side stretch. Inhale, come back to center, reach tall, interlace your fingers again. As you exhale, drop over to the left. Biceps are by the ears still, the chin is up, both sit bones are down. Release the left hand, really reach with the right fingertips. Inhale, come back up to center. Exhale, cactus your arms, sleep with the chest. Inhale the arms back up. Exhale them, cactus arms again. Inhale, reach tall. Exhale, fold forward, release everything down, let your head and neck be soft. On the next inhale, drag your hands up to come up to an easy seat again. Sitting up nice and tall. Grow tall through the crown. Ground down through your sit bones. Reach both arms up. As you exhale, twist open to the left. The left hand comes flat on the mat behind you. The right hand's on the knee. The spine stays long. Bring the gaze up over that left shoulder. As we inhale, we find more length. As we exhale, we try to twist a little bit deeper. Inhale, reach both arms back up to the sky. Exhale, twist open to the right. Bring the gaze behind you. Checking in with your breath. Inhale, both arms back up. Exhale, go ahead and bring them down onto the knees. Plant both hands in front of you on the mat. Begin to push into them, up onto the knees. Uncross the feet behind you, coming into your tabletop position. Check your alignment here. Make sure that the hands are directly below the shoulders. The hips are above the knees. We've got about a fist distance between the chin and the chest. Your gaze is down. Spread the fingers evenly, tucking the thumbs in just slightly to protect against the wrist joints. Drop the belly. Bring the eyes and tail high for your cat spine, cow spine. Firmly press into the hands, round the spine, bring the chin to the chest for your Halloween cat. Inhale, back to cow. Exhale, cat. Go ahead and flow through this 3 times with your own breath. Meeting me back in a tabletop position. We're going to kickstand the right knee. So we're pivoting open to the left, coming into our side plank. The right knee pivots to the side. The left leg comes out parallel to that right knee, flat on the mat. The left arm comes up. Your arms are going to be at 6 and 12 o'clock here. Lift that left leg up, aligning it with the hip socket, bringing it parallel to the mat here. Bend that left knee. Reach for the top of the foot and begin to kick into the hand with that foot behind you. We've got like almost like a reverse bow going on here. As you release out, the left arm and left leg go straight out and straight up, really reaching in both directions. Slowly fold back down into your tabletop. Switching sides. The left hand stays down, the left knee pivots to the back, the right leg comes out, foot stays flat on the mat as the right arm goes up. For our side plank here, check your alignment. Once you find your stability, lift that right leg up, flex the toes in, bring it parallel to the mat, bend the knee, grab for your foot, begin to kick into the hand. Check in with your breath. Release it out. Reach in both directions again. As you exhale, come back to your tabletop. Again, checking your alignment here. Tuck the toes. Draw the belly button in towards the spine. Push your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Pedaling it out here. Walking your dog. Shifting your hips from left to right. Checking your alignment. Firmly root down through the hands. Make sure that the fingers are spread evenly. Your knees are soft. The neck is a natural extension of the spine and the gaze is up towards the belly button. Really shine your sit bones up towards the sky. Pull the shoulder blades up your back. Inhale the right leg up. Keep the hips square here. Open up to your half scorpion. Bring that right foot to your left glute. Maybe making circles with the ankle, big circles with the knee. Inhale the right leg back up to the sky. Exhale it down to meet the left. Again, pedaling out your dog, left and right here if it feels good to you. Inhale the left leg high. Again, keeping the hips square. Open up, half scorpion. Whatever you did on the first side, make sure you do on the second side. Inhale that left leg back up to the sky. Drop it down to meet the right. Bend your knees real deeply. Look to the top of the mat. Hop to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift up to a flat back. Exhale, fold forward, release down. Drop the hips, reverse swan dive up. Reach tall, upward salute. Bring the hands down into heart center. Take a minute to set a dedication or an intention for today's practice. Inhale, upward salute. Exhale, fold forward, release down. Plant your hands, step back to your plank pose. Check your alignment, make sure the hands are below the shoulders. We've got one long line of energy from the crown of the head to the heels. Slightly tuck your tailbone in and draw that belly button up in towards your spine. Drop your knees here for modified version of plank. Chaturanga down, lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale to baby cobra. The tops of the feet and the thighs are firmly rooted down into the mat. Your neck is long. We're actively pulling the shoulder blades and the elbows down and back. Your hands are light here. Press into the hands, tuck the toes, push up to your plank. Hoist your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale your heels high. Exhale the knees low. Hop to the top of your mat again. Halfway lift up, flat back. Fold forward, release down. Drop your hips, reverse swan dive up, upward salute. Option for a mini back bend here. Cactus your arms. Lead with the hips and slightly bend back. Back bends, come back to center, reach tall. Fold forward, release down. Plant your hands, step back to your plank pose again. Drop your knees for modified chaturanga. Lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale to your baby cobra, the neck is long. Push up to plank. Hoist your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale the heels high. Exhale your knees low. Hop to the top of the mat again. Halfway lift up. Fold forward. Release down. Reverse swan dive up. Upward salute. Option again for another mini back bend. Lead with the hips. Back bends, come back up. Exhale, fold forward. Release down. Plant your hands, step back to your plank pose. Drop your knees for your modified chaturanga, lower all the way down to your belly. Inhale up to baby cobra. Push up to plank. Hoist your hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Keep the back as flat as you can. Begin to walk your hands back to your feet, coming into your forward fold. Heel toe your feet out about a hip distance. That's the length of a dollar bill or two fists. Bend your knees real deeply. Relax the torso on the thighs. Grab for opposite elbows. And relax the head and neck down. Feel everything go soft here. Unclench your jaw. Looking for a nice decompression in the spine. Maybe sway from side to side. Maybe nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Make some circles with your shoulders. Release the hands down to the mat. Take the opposite grip this time. So whatever hand was on top, put it on bottom. Again, making circles with the shoulders. Nodding the head yes. Shaking the head no. And swaying from side to side. Release the hands down to the mat. Heel toe your feet back together. Halfway lift up to a flat back. Fold forward, release down. Drop the hips. Reverse swan dive up again, upward salute. Release the hands down by your side for Tadasana, palms face forward. Step the right foot forward. Pivot all 10 toes to face the long end of the mat. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Punch your fist down towards the earth. Lead with the chest. Take a really big deep breath in. And as you exhale, hinge forward at the hips, bringing the crown of the head parallel to the mat, and just letting gravity slowly pull the arms up and back behind you. Don't worry about how far they go behind you, and don't try to force it. Just let them naturally hang wherever gravity pulls them to. Relax the face and the jaw.
I don't know that one.
Release the hands down to the mat, framing your face. Bend deeply into the right knee. Coming into your skandasana here. Keep both hands flat on the mat for stability. Keep your neck long. Flex the left toes up and in towards your face. Begin to walk your hands over to the left, bending deeply into the left knee this time and flexing those right toes in. That left foot stays flat on the mat. Hands are on the ground in front of you for stability, and your spine is as long as you can keep it here. Slowly begin to shift over to the right again. One more time, back over to the left, nice and slow. Walk the hands, come back to center. Plant both feet flat on the ground. Bring your hands to your hips. And with a nice flat back, round up one vertebrae at a time. Bring your heels in and the toes out. Bend deeply into the knees, cactus the arms for your goddess pose. Actively pulling the knees towards the back of the room here. Try to sit a little bit lower for me here if you can. Bring the left arm under the right. Wrap and twist them in front of your face here so that your palms are together. Pivot all 10 toes to face the top end of the mat here. Find stability in that front foot. Bring the right leg up and over. Wrap, twisting it around here. Actively trying to pull that foot all the way back around the ankle the second time. Draw everything into the midline. Lift the elbows up towards the chin. Draw the belly button in towards the spine and sit down low. It's okay if you're a little wobbly and fall out. Try to come back into it. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, try to round the spine. Bring the crown of the head down and point towards the earth with the hands for your sleeping eagle. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, release out. Bring the arms up to the sky. Both feet flat on the mat. Find length in the side body for your upward salute. Exhale, fold forward and release down. Plant your hands. Step back to your downward facing dog. Take a minute to connect with your breath. Check in with your alignment. Bring the right leg up or left leg up to the sky. Step it through. Drop the back foot flat. Pivot all 10 toes to face the long end of the mat here. So in our wide-legged forward fold, both hands should be flat on the mat underneath the shoulders here. Go ahead and relax the torso down, bringing the crown of the head parallel again to the floor. Inhale, and halfway lift up to a flat back here. Bend deeply into the right knee, flex the left toes in for our skandasana. Both hands are flat on the mat here, still just keeping support. Slowly begin to walk over to the right, bending the left knee, flexing the right toes in. Shifting back over to the right, nice and slow. Walking over to the left, last time here on the left. Go ahead and slowly shift back to the center. Bring the hands to the hips and with a nice flat back, round back up. Go ahead and pivot to the top of the mat. Upward salute, reach tall. Bring the hands down to heart center. Finding stability here. Finding the Padabandha, the foot lock. Shift the weight into the right foot. Bring the left knee up, flex the left toes in towards your nose. It's going to help with your balance. Hands are still at prayer. Once you've found your stability and your balance here, with equal momentum, begin to kick the left foot straight back, keeping the toes flexed in, bringing that left leg parallel to the mat and your torso parallel to the mat for your warrior three. Keep a micro bend in that right knee and draw the belly button up in towards the spine. With stability and very slow ease, begin to shift back up. Coming back up to stand on that right foot. The left toes are still flexed in. Go ahead and release that left foot down. Wiggle it out a little bit. Shifting sides. The weight's in the left foot this time. Bring the right knee up, flex the toes. Very slowly with control, begin to kick that right knee back, coming into your warrior three on the second side. Hold steady here for your warrior three. Keep a micro bend in that left knee and the toes on the right foot flexed in. Bend that left knee a whole lot. Begin to shift back. Coming stand up to straight on that left leg. The right knee's bent. Toes are flexed in. Release it out. Wiggle it out again. Inhale. Upward salute. Reach tall. Exhale. Fold forward. Release down. Go ahead and come down to your tabletop. Checking your alignment. Walk your hands out in front of you about 4 or 5 inches. Bring your right knee to your right wrist. Let your shin bone lay down naturally, walking the left leg straight out behind you. If you need a rolled blanket, a small pillow, or a block or a bolster for support underneath the right side here, you can always do that to keep the hips square as well, or to give you a little bit more length here. Inhale deeply. And as you exhale, begin to walk forward, folding down into your sleeping pigeon. You can come down onto your forearms. You can make little pillows with your fists, or you can come all the way down, resting your forehead on the mat and extending your arms straight out. Listening to your body this morning and only going as far as you feel comfortable. Breathe into the stretch and into the hips and the thighs. On the next inhale, slowly push yourself back up. Bring the right hand directly in front of your face, up flat on the mat. The left hand's gonna reach back and grab for the foot on the knife edge side, on the inside. We're focusing on a nice external rotation here in the shoulder. Option to stay right here. Option to take full mermaid if it's in your practice, bringing that right foot to the inside of your elbow crease and reaching up and interlacing the hands behind the head. Wherever you're at, it's good for your practice. Release out. Swing that left leg up around to the top of the mat. The right foot's coming to the inside of that left thigh. Ground down through both of your sit bones here. Flex the toes of that left foot into your nose and align your heart with your foot. Inhale, both arms up, reach tall. As you exhale, hollow out the belly, hinge forward at the hips, grabbing for your ankle or your foot, relaxing your head down, maybe trying to kiss your knee. Release it out, nice and slow, sit up nice and tall. Bring the right hand behind you on the mat, firmly press into the right hand and the right knee, pushing the hips up and rainbowing yourself open. Looking and bringing the gaze back towards those left fingertips here for your modified wild thing. If it feels good, maybe making circles with the arm in one direction a couple of times, stopping and going in the other direction a few times. Go ahead and release nice and slowly down onto your glutes. Swing that left leg behind you and come back into your tabletop. Again, checking your alignment here. Walk your hands out about 4 or 5 inches in front of you. This time you're bringing the left knee to the left wrist. Lay the shin bone down naturally. That right leg's walking straight out behind you. Keep the top of the foot and the knee on the mat here and your hips square to the top. Take a big deep breath in. And as you exhale, begin to fold forward into your sleeping pigeon. Again, only going down as far as you feel comfortable. On the next inhale, rise back up onto the hands. The left hand comes flat on the mat in front of your face. The right hand reaches back for that foot on the knife edge side. Option to stay right here. Option to move into your full mermaid if you took it on the first side. Release it out. Swing the right leg around this time. Grounding down through the sit bones. The left heel's right inside to the thigh. Flexing those right toes in towards your nose. Inhale the arms up. Hollow out the belly. Hinge forward at your hips, grabbing for your foot or your ankle. Relaxing the head and neck down. Make sure you're not clenching your jaw. And on the next inhale, slowly rise up. Sitting up nice and tall. Release the left hand behind you on the mat. Press into the left hand and the left knee. Rainbow the hips up towards the sky. Let your head and neck hang. Bring the gaze towards those right fingertips. Again, making circles in one direction with your arm. And then stopping and going in the other direction a couple of times. Slowly lower down onto the glutes. Extend both legs out. Give them a good wiggle and a good shake. Scoot your sit bones towards the heels. Slowly lower down onto your back. Extend both legs out. Walk your shoulders away from your ears. Bring your palms to face up. Close your eyes. Begin to focus on your breathing, on the rise and the fall of the belly. Again, inhaling and exhaling through that nose with a slight constriction in the back of the throat. Begin to relax your face. Feel your eyes and your cheeks become soft. Unclench your jaw. Relax the shoulders. Feel the arms fall heavy by the side. Relax your chest. And noticing the rise and the fall of the belly. With every exhale, feeling yourself falling deeper into relaxation. Feel the hips sinking into the ground. Relax your thighs. Unlock your knees. Feel the shins and the calves become soft. Feel your feet floating heavy towards the earth. For the next few minutes, just let your mind and body be still. Wherever your attention may have drifted, bring it back to the rise and the fall of the belly. Maybe wiggling your fingers, wiggling your toes, turning your head from left to right. Now reach up tall overhead. Give me one big morning stretch from fingertips to toes, bringing awareness back into the entire body here. Rolling over to the fetal side of your choice, using your arms as a pillow. Smile because you gave yourself this time today. No need to rush. Whenever you're ready, come up to an easy seat. Still keeping the eyes closed or downcast. Bring your hands into heart center. Namaste means that the light in me honors the light in you. Thank you for letting me guide you through your moving meditation today. Namaste.